Hey bestie, my name is God's Beauty Israel. Thank you so much for always tuning in to Gossip Gala. But research has shown that you've probably not subscribed to our channel. Make I no fight you, but what are you waiting for? Quickly click that button now and subscribe so you don't miss out on all the juices. Hey besties! Let's see energy. What's going on? What's poppin'? This is Gossip Gala and my name is God's Beauty Israel, aka the Lady Vibe, aka Plenty, aka Gossip Bad. You know the drill. Alright, quick one, right? What's really going on with the protest? I mean, with the yesterday whole thing. First thing I'm thankful for. We had a wonderful quiet, at least in Lagos. Abuja was not looking quiet at all because I mean, I think there are videos, that people were running, the police were tear gassing them and all of that. To be honest, I just hope that they are okay. I just hope that they are safe. But why is everything always starting with Abuja? Because even the hunger protest too, that's where it started. Stay here. At first, it was peaceful. Go to the Eagle Square and go and do whatever you are doing. This one said this one. Lawyer DJ, what's his name now? Barrister DJ said his own. The people said his own, their own. But I mean, I just thank God that it went well. I mean, in Lagos, it was very peaceful. We had our Sowore common ground. It wasn't like the hunger protest where he was outside the country. This one, he was there. They were doing the whole gbagba. It was interesting having to watch him, speak to the youth, speak. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I just hope that we get to see other leaders that don't just type just on X and tell them that, oh, it's time for revolution, but also we seeing them on their foot, like there in physical. It's just something to be very excited about. And honestly speaking, I just thank God that the protest went well. I mean, there was protests in Oyo State, they were protesting almost not all the state for sure. I don't know the East. There was no video of protests in the East, and I'm just beginning to wonder: are they even really like taking their hands off this whole thing? The truth is, yesterday was Independence, right? We're supposed to be like united and all of that. So I'm just hoping that for every other person out there that feel like, okay, it's time for us to just stay our place. Nah, I think it's time for us to actually come together as one, because we are actually one, regardless of the differences, the color, the what they call the languages and all of that. I think it's time for us to be united, because united we stand, divided we will fall. So unity is just what would make us get better, or that place that we're looking at. All right, I have one interesting person with me today. It's quite funny, it's quite interesting, to be honest. Like I'm super excited to have her on the show today. I have no other person than Sharon Okonkwo. Hey, my bestie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you
Okay,
doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
So we have this, it's the tradition, right? So I want
Yeah.
to put you through audio gossip today.
yeah, no,
So
ready?
this is first, we do this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Girly
you
stuff,
got it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so let's establish, who is Sharon? Like, what's the fact that you're even studying English.
Yeah.
To some people out there, they're like, that's quite interesting. You study English, wow. But the question is, looking at the way the country is right now,
Yeah.
everybody is bothered about how we're going to make the money, the revenue.
Yes.
So if you're studying something, we're looking at, okay, the end goal.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how are you able to, study English? What's the end goal for you? What's the future looking like? I would like to hear that gossip. Gossip me, please.
Okay, so I'm studying English language, like you've mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
The end goal for me is to probably eventually own my own TV station. Yes.
Oh, okay. Did you put us on it?
Okay, so I've always had passion on like coming on air and talking about everything entertainment service. So I'm very
I
much
love
happy
it.
to be here. By the way,
This
is like
gossip
this
goes
is
sweet.
my space.
I love it.
Okay, so growing up, I've always liked writing
Mm-hmm.
and reading and watching a lot of movies. I'm more drawn into the literary aspect of English.
I love
there are
it.
two aspects: there's
Yeah,
the language
sure.
and the literary base. But I'm more drawn into the literary aspect. I
Mm-hmm.
love writing, like I said. And also, for me, I just think that I'm studying English language is kind of helping me build my future and my career path in, that literary aspect.
I love you.
And all that stuff. So, yeah, I think the end goal for me is to own my TV station. But for now, I really don't mind being an honored personality or a radio TV presenter rather. Yes.
I love it. No, to be like frankly speaking,
Yeah.
now, I like the energy that I see in you, because the truth is, for you to always go for that. I keep saying
Thank you.
this. Intentionality is the key.
Thank
And I
you.
see that in you already. So
Yeah.
that's beautiful. All right, quick one because we don't have enough time. Let's
Okay.
quickly get straight into the glamour gist. Can we
Yes,
have the
sister.
video, please? Okay, so I mean, we have our celebrities, come out to showcase their beautiful selves yesterday, giving it its independence, right?
Yeah.
And now I mean, these are different people. We have Diana, we have Eniola, Badmoss. See the green and white. See,
Shining.
I mean,
Ah,
I
beautiful
want you. Do you get? And there are a whole lot. There are a whole lot that even put on the green and white, all of that, right?
Yeah.
But we just want to talk about just these few persons that we have here on this video. Now we have Toke, we have Beauty, and all of that. Who would you say? Okay, who would you give best dress, and who would you give worst dress? I would like to hear you. Sharon. From all these persons, we have
Yeah.
Eniola, we have Idia, we have Beauty, we have who else again? On the video, we have Tacha.
Tacha.
Oh my God! See Tacha with the come on now,
Neo.
and
He
all.
looks so good. By
Who would
the
you?
way.
Toke be slaying.
She's slaying.
She's always slaying.
always
Always slaying.
consistently.
Do you
know?
understand? I mean, consistency is the key.
Yeah.
So tell me, who would you give best dress and worst dress?
Okay, my best dress is Diana and Neje.
Okay.
She's a favorite. She's my favorite rather, and she's so intentional about her clothes.
Detail.
Like you can tell that there was work put into place.
I feel you.
So and then her pictures and everything and her poses, she knows how to get it. So
Okay,
for me,
I see.
Diana and Neje is the best dressed here. I just love everything about this look, from the makeup, and she has this doll-like appearance. Like every time she takes pictures,
I feel you.
she's always photo ready.
I
So
feel you.
Diana and AJ for me.
Okay, so worst.
Worst dress has to be Adela.
Why Eniola?
I don't know. It's
Is it
just
because it's too simple?
it's so simple. I don't know how. I don't know. It just isn't serious enough. And she's a celebrity.
Yeah,
and you
of
know
course,
how
of
they
course.
get work done. And I expect more, a little more
right?
effort.
I mean, it has to be detailed.
Yeah, so Eniola Badmus is my worst.
I feel you.
dress.
I feel you.
Yeah.
But that's quite interesting, right? I feel like they all dressed beautifully.
I mean, they all look
beautiful.
good. I mean, but we're talking
Yeah.
about best and it's rating.
Definitely. But for me, I don't want to give worse because I think everybody looks beautiful
Yeah.
actually. But the person that stood out for me, the person's dress that stood out for me has to be Tacha.
I mean,
Like,
she
bro,
looks good
this is well
herself.
detailed. Come on now.
Yes.
So the green and white on point, the culture on point, everything is given. Should I say that is given like the eagle kind of vibes? Come on now. This is,
Representing our
do you get
cultural-
like she
yeah.
went when you say somebody's detailed about this, like she went, she ate it.
She
Come
looks
on,
absolutely
she ate
amazing,
it.
Tacha. You look good. Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Consistency is the key,
Yeah.
literally. And I don't think they're stopping anytime soon. Honestly, I can't even wait for, the next whatever we'll be having and the next events that they'll be pulling up in with
I can't
their
wait
big, big
either. I always
stars.
look forward to Diana and
I-
AJ. I'm just going to point it out.
Eh, me,
And then
I look,
Tacha, and then Mercy, aka.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Mercy be giving us plenty.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
All right, can we quickly get the videos on, please? Okay. So this is we just landing into the game segment. And this one says, if 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? I think this one we'll have to ponder.
Yes, I have to ponder
We need
a
to
lot.
start thinking about it. Well, I mean, we don't need to get the answers now. So Sharon, just calm down because the way I'm looking at you is like, I'm
already
waiting for the
getting my
answer.
brain working 'cause-
So just
Yeah.
calm down. Breathe in, breathe out.
I'll do that.
Yes, we'll definitely answer it towards the end of the program.
Okay.
All right, this is a cue for us to go on a short break to come back with on the street of social media. Stay with us.
Bam, my people. The name is Oluchi, the Igbo Blondie. I'm a broadcast journalist and television producer, and you are watching Gossip Gala.
Hello, this is Funny Arch here, and I'm here with Gossip Gala. Do you love gossip? What's Gossip Gala?
Hello everyone, Josh Tucker here. I want to tell you all to keep watching Gossip Gala for entertainment, trending gist, and when you just want to relax.
This show, if you're not listening to this show, if you're not watching this show, I don't know what you're doing, because this is where the tea is, okay?
Thank you so much for sticking with us. It's on the street of social media. The first one says, Burcode, media personality Alex recounts how a waiter saved him during a date. Let's read this tweet together.
Okay.
Okay. So he says, I went out with this girl one time and she take a look at the menu and ordered the most expensive wine. Women being women. But continuation. OMG, that's oh my God. As I was there trying to panic, the waiter just take one look at me. Oh yeah, now bro to bro, and told her they are out of stock. She asked for 3 other bottles, which next one please. Which are expensive, and he gave her the same reply until she mentioned something I could afford, and I nodded. Then he proceeded and brought it in. OMG, this was my best bro code moment. I went back to him a tip, but bro declined. So to be honest, yeah, I feel like the gender that actually stick together with themselves more are the guys than the females.
I'm of the opinion as well.
Because
yes,
if now I one girl, well, the girl go just, she just say it how it is. But that's out from it, right? Let's talk about the story itself. To be honest, I had an issue with, I understand the whole bro code moment and all, but what will it take you? I mean, you guys are going on a date so that you guys can know yourselves better, right? And the date wanna go to know yourself better. You can't dey lie. How do you expect if at the end of the day you guys build up a relationship? How do you expect it to be like? And you guys will complain that she was lying, she was doing this one is like it is just. I feel like it's okay for you to just communicate with the girl that you like her to some
that
extent.
fact of maybe this is your first time meeting up somewhere.
Regardless,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're building a relationship on lies, you cannot communicate with me. I feel like that's quite easy. Like, it is okay to just say, oh, sweetheart, I don't have the money to buy all of these drinks, right? Probably I have a project on, I have this on.
I'm not going to lie to you. If you tell me you don't have money for dinner or whatever, I'm cancelling out on everything. I am not. I'm sorry.
You are the issue then.
Because I think dinner is the bare minimum and you do not have money for that. How can I understand that though? Like, you don't have money for dinner.
Okay.
I mean, if you suggested that we go out and then eventually backtrack on your words and say, no, you don't have money for it, I'll just say, why didn't you do something like a cheap thrill, like maybe movies or anything? Why are you trying to show off when you don't have it? Do you understand? So personally, I would cancel out on anything. I'll probably just leave you unseen.
Okay, so how much do you think this guy should have for him to go on a date with you?
It just depends on the restaurant that you go to. I mean, if you're going to like a 5-star restaurant and then you expect her to take something like very cheap on the menu, it makes her feel cheap. Are you thinking about? I don't know if you understand me. It makes her feel very cheap. Like, why would I go out and then I see one very cheap thing on the menu and then I say, you know what, let me go for it? Nah. Because personally, I think that is because I can probably afford what is on that menu so that in case Bobo just runs away, stands up and then I don't see me, I would pay for it. Do you understand? But I'm not going to pick any cheap thing on the menu. She has a reason. She has her standards. She picked wine because she's probably used to picking very expensive things. Do you understand? You would have just suggested a restaurant that fits your pocket instead of you going to probably a 5-star restaurant and then you're complaining that it's expensive. Fine, your brother saved you, but what if your bro code is probably not around or anything? Exactly. What would you do? Would you leave her stranded or be in debt? So
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know why for whatever reason
Yeah.
I feel speechless. But this is it here.
Yeah.
Right? I understand the angle of there's no need going out. But what again if he's trying to please you? Right? So it feels like, I feel like this girl deserves to be in a 5-star restaurant, right? And what you're saying that is the cheapest in the menu might not be the cheapest though. Maybe what is in the menu as cheapest is 70K. 70K, is it cheap?
Not cheaper. Yes, that's true. But then again, why would you go to a restaurant that the cheapest this thing is 70K? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing. It might decide that this babe is too posh to be in one local whatever. Let us not go for a 1-star. Let us go for a 5-star. And it takes you to a 5-star restaurant because of whatever that he feels that you are. He's looking at your level. For a guy that doesn't have enough but still feels like, okay, I want to take this girl, because you see that 70K that you think is cheap, that is spending in a 5-star, if it takes you to a 1-star, it's more like he's the billionaire in that place.
It's true.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I mean, again, it just takes us back to the fact that you have to also look at the person that you're going with. If you know that you don't
Yeah.
have a certain kind of amount, instead of you having to just just go for whatever level that you are comfortable with.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But as a lady too, please, if you know that you don't even have the money for it, why are you picking something expensive off the menu
That one
list?
too is another. Do you
Why?
Want, do you
Before
want
you enter basic,
Uh-huh.
you know that is very tricky. What if you
True.
decide to just stand up and form, I want to go, I'm calling someone, I'm on it, whatever, and then you are sitting there, then eventually they bring the bill, he's nowhere to be found, and then you're there like, Jesus Christ.
You're gonna wash plates.
Do you understand?
You're gonna wash plates.
Yeah.
But again, I feel
Yeah.
like this is something that girls should know.
Yeah.
Like before even stepping out of your house, you should know that you already have money. Whatever, like you should have money that will take care of yourself and the guy.
Yes.
Like I don't know about other people. It's just my mindset. Actually, I won't go out with you if I don't have the money. Like if I cannot buy whatever that we are going to purchase there, if I'm going to ensure that whatever you're purchasing there is something that just in case anything happens, I can literally spend my money to buy my stuff and
Yes.
your stuff as well.
Yes.
If not, I not go anywhere.
No, I not your stuff, but I'll settle my own bill. I'll settle my own
So
bill.
the guy will wash plates
Please
then.
be stranded
Ah.
on your own. Yeah.
Be well, Sharon. Let's get the comments on, please. Okay. Okay, this one says, I am sure this is in Abuja. This one be coming down. The waiter I go don't see Shege with plenty parking, and he decided to be human in such situations. Parked girls trying to run down simple guys, and packaged men trying to run down simple ladies. I am sure he will do same for a simple sister too. Nice one. Wahala there. Next one, please. Okay, Faithful Fitness Store says, but you can actually tell your date that you can afford this drink. Oto.
Like what you
Like
said.
finish.
Yeah.
Communication matters a lot in relationship. Abi situationship. To be honest, just tell me you cannot afford this thing. It's okay. Do you understand? Then taking me to again. There are some girls too that once they just say, "Oh, let me take you out," your head will just be jumping. You can't be looking for your Christmas cloth. You know. I feel like that's why most girls also fall victim to this kind of thing.
Yeah.
You've not checked if you have the money. You've not checked where the guy is taking you to. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these things are important.
Very
You don't just
important.
agree that, oh, you're taking me out, let's go. If you can't take you to a place that he himself cannot afford, you guys are on your own. You shall wash plates. But no wahala. All right, let's really go over to the next story that says, what kind of person did I employ? This story is quite dicey, honestly speaking. Let's read these tweets together. Okay. Smart chops lady. So she said, help. Like, help. Oh. Don't mind me. Okay. So my staff went for an event with me and handled his power bank and belongings carelessly. They stole his power bank and phone, and one of the other staff told me what happened. My brother said to give an estimate and he will refund. What? Okay, we sent the money to this boy. Continuation, please. And he received it and didn't say a word of thanks. I waited for a full week and didn't hear anything. Note, the money was almost his entire salary. I waited till the end of the week to confront him, and after I did, he still didn't apologize or say thanks. Next one, please. Now it's salary day, and I have paid him half of his salary. He's blowing my phone with calls. Have I done bad? What do you think about the story?
I think that he has this entitlement spirit.
Entitlement.
Yes.
Where did the entitlement come from?
I mean, the fact that they offered to, help pay back whatever he lost. And I think he probably thought, oh, is this right that, I went for an event with you and then my stuff got stolen. Note, your people that you went with did not steal it, but they offered to help.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And he did not apologize. That was my own key
Problem.
word for me. Like, oh, you did not apologize. So that is like an entitlement spirit for me. You could just say, no, appreciate them rather. And you could not just say, oh, thank you very much. You didn't steal the property. I mean, it got stolen, but you offered to help. And that's like very nice of you to help. And then you're blowing hot now that you have slashed your salary. Thing about Nigerians, if you think you're mad, somebody is mad out.
That's the thing. But do you think the boss now is right to have slashed his salary instead of paying him his full?
Yes, she's right.
Do you know where I beg to differ?
Okay.
Now, from the beginning of the story, let's even start from it, where it says, so my staff went for an event with me and handled his power bank and belongings carelessly, right?
Yes.
Now, they stole his power bank and phone, and one of the other staff told me what happened. Now, my brother said to give an estimate and he will refund. Note that there's no communication between the boss and this guy. So another staff came to tell you what happened. You did not know. The boy did not complain to you that,
Okay.
I lost my phone where we went to, or I lost my power bank where we went to, right? So another person came to give you the gist. You didn't bother to call him to know what exactly he wants. Do you get what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
Now, you just assume that, since he lost his phone, he must have probably need money to get a new one or something. Then you not send him money close to his entire. Let's use for example, probably his salary is 80,000 naira.
Yeah.
You probably not send him maybe a 60 or maybe a 50 or maybe even a 70, right? Now you're not complaining that after a week this boy did not even come to say thank you, nothing. Don't forget that you did not communicate. You don't even know exactly what went wrong.
Yes.
Do you know if it was even because of you that his phone went missing? Probably you sent him somewhere and he kept his phone there. Maybe you didn't even notice. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I feel like there was lack of communication from the woman's part. Even though I think she actually needs to pay him his full salary, because someone that he did not tell. You did. And I also understand that from the guy's part is also at fault.
Yes.
Because tell me why somebody is trying to help you, show care and all of that, and you cannot even reciprocate. Even if you're saying thank you, ma. Even if she's at fault, at least the thank you could not talk and make it, even if it's not from your heart. Do you understand what I'm saying? But making her to now have a rethink that did I do bad and all of that. And I also think she had issues with the boss now. I think she also had issues with apart from communication now, the way you also relate with your staffs matters a lot.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I think there's a breakage there. So assuming he has been probably a good boss with communicating with them, having very good relationship with them.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have not even had an issue with communicating to him or with him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once she just assuming she had good relationship with everybody that was working under her, and she heard that kind of story from someone, she would have immediately called, what happened to this Benga? Benga, what happened? I heard you lost your. Do you get what I'm saying? But the fact that there was no communication, there's no synergy, nothing, she just assumed. Well, what would be the advice? What would you give her? What would be your
like
advice?
you said, she should have communicated. But then there's something in the tweet that
Tell
says, and then I asked for the price of everything so I could refund. Obviously, whoever was the middleman had to go back to him to say, she's asking for the price. So are you not thinking about that aspect too? Like, I asked for the price so that I could refund. That means they had already communicated that to him.
Did they?
Yes, in a way.
Do we read? My brother said to give an estimate and he will refund. She spoke to her brother about it. So she didn't see. There's no communication between.
Yes, there's
her.
no communication.
She just
it's
spoke
an
to the brother.
estimate.
Exactly.
Yeah, I forgot that.
So
yes.
let's check the comment section, please. Okay, official Oyibo says when you give him the money and you didn't tell him it was part of his salary, can you kindly pay him his full salary? Is it kindly for me?
Kindly.
And for him not appreciating what you did for him, just have it on your head that next time won't happen again. That's all. Okay, this one says a careless, mannerless, and ungrateful person. Jesus, just display his real him. Such a person can harm you. Please pay him his salary and let him go. Do you think she should sack him?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think they can work it out. I mean, she could just say, you did not think, because Nigerians thrive off thanks, gratitude. Or you did not thank me that I refunded your money. But then she should tell him. I just think that, I don't know the kind of work relationship
But they have.
But if it's a serious work environment, you cannot just slash someone's salary like that just because you're based off your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how the relationship is with them, but I mean, you could sit him down and talk to him and say, I did not like the fact that you did not thank me. I sent you money.
But you know, she already did that. Yeah, she already did that.
Oh, okay.
So the fact that that was before the main day of salary, right?
Yeah.
She already spoke to him that upon you see this money, you cannot say thank you and all of
Yeah.
that. So I mean, that's why you're talking about the fact that he felt entitled and all.
Yes.
To be honest, maybe I'm just being harsh, but someone that even though your boss is at fault, right? What is there to say thank you? Like, using magic words doesn't sometimes have to come from your mind. You don't have to say it from, to be honest, I used to have an issue with this. But when I get to understand that some people's problem is the fact that I did not tell them
Thank you.
I will thank you. I will say it in different languages if that's what you want.
Yes.
I will say Nangode. I would literally tell you Dalu. And I will tell you Eshe if that's what you want.
Yeah.
To be honest, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's nothing there in having to say thank you to this person and move on. So honestly, it's giving me maybe
it's a two-way thing.
Ungrateful kind of vibe. So I don't think I want to
lack
keep
of
somebody like that here.
Yeah.
Nah, so you probably have to
Out
take
the
the
door.
back side.
Yeah.
The last comment, please. Okay, this one says, I need to hear from the staff. What you have said isn't enough. You might even be the one to put him under pressure to make his phone and other stuff go missing. That one too can happen, who knows?
That is another perspective as well.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're not hearing from his own aspect.
It's a one-sided story, and I'm
Exactly.
judging based off that story.
I don't think I'm judging. I'm just giving advice. All right, on this note, let's quickly go on a short break to come back with hot gossip. Stay with us.
Hi, it's your girl, Look Rose, and I'm giving a shout out to Gossip Gala. Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Craze, aka Craze Clan, aka Did This Shock You, aka Papa Ade, and you are watching Gossip Gala. The gist is the gala. Chop 'em.
Hi, I'm Abigail Tiwala Nubi. Shout out to Gossip Gala.
Hey, my besties, thank you so much for staying with us. It's the hot gossip segment, and trust me, this amiable yacht. So the first one says, thank you to Queen Mother, says a man who shares a video of him participating in money ritual in a shrine. Let's watch this video together. As you can see, I really don't know what the woman is doing to his hair. Is she tying it? Is she plaiting it? Is she bobbing it? Is she cutting it? What exactly is going on? But it's how he has the audacity. Should I use the word audacity?
Yes, it's the audacity. How are you comfortable posting this kind of thing on the internet?
I really don't know what's going on. But I mean, I understand that the country is hard. I understand that, the position we are in right now as citizens of the country is not looking funny. But again, we've heard, testimonies, or we've heard confessions of people that have done this and where it has led them to.
Yeah.
Right? So people still having to go into these stuffs without any fear, they just enter it with like, we need this money, ASAP. I think that's where we now need the word audacity. What do you have to say to the video, my love?
I mean, if you talk now, they would say people have different beliefs. Yes. They would say you're a Christian, you don't have to judge what traditionalists do. I mean, I don't know. This whole thing just looks very weird and funny to me. I'm not going to lie. And I'm always about honest living. I'm sorry. I'm not ever going to be the type
So
to
is this
be
not
okay.
honest living?
This is not honest living at all.
If it's
in
not
any
killing
way.
anybody, I mean, it's not honest living.
That's the thing. Would you show you if it's killing everybody?
No, No, but there's this conversion I think I watched of recent,
Yeah.
right? Where the person was saying that okay, he didn't like when they went for the whole ritual thing.
Yeah.
They didn't need to kill anybody. They just need to like reduce the lifespan. You're supposed to like live on Earth. So if he was supposed to live probably 30 years or whatever, I shall know that they told him that it's just 7 years that remained for him to live on Earth.
Wahala.
So I mean, that way do not kill anybody. I'm less concerned. So
Yeah, that's what I was saying. People have different beliefs
Yeah.
and different idols they are worshipping. So to him, he probably thinks he's right. I mean, he's right. This is his belief. And if it's been working for him to, I mean, who am I to judge or say
Do you
anything?
get?
But please, don't use another person's blood to make your own money. Like,
that's where I have a
do you
problem.
know, that's
with.
when I draw the
Yeah,
line.
that's where I
You
have a
can do,
problem
she
with.
can wash your hair. She can do cat soap for
Like,
you like
hair.
they always do. Hair. But you can do that.
Cat soap. I'm not head down. What is that one for?
They would do black soap and then put cat living under it. I've been seeing several videos on it flying on TikTok, by the way.
They would give
Yeah.
you soap.
Yes, and there will be cat, living cat. So it's like breeding. Then the soap is breeding and there's a living thing inside it.
Chineke me.
Yes.
So that's inside like a bucket.
Yes, and then you wash your head with it for how many, I don't know how many days, but then they have to do it consistently. And then money will come, like they say.
Jesus Christ. Like, it's so scary.
It's scary. It's scary. I always bypass all those videos, but it is really scary. This one
It
I
needs
just
to be
saw now,
bypassed, man.
no,
Are you whining me?
this is so scary.
What? Like, let's check the conversation. Because I don't know what to say to that. Like, what? Ha. Okay, UK say bondage. I pity the innocent woman he will marry. He will later marry. She will start suffering from what she doesn't know about. And you know how, I mean, what's to say? Let me use me for example. Once I see a guy with, a Benz, my love for Benz is not here, but let's keep it going. With a Benz, probably is looking all tall, looking all dashing.
Yeah.
6 packs, bread. Sure, this is not me again. But I mean, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Back of my head, I'm like, this guy be looking, oh my God. I mean, I feel like that's something that rings in every girl's head.
Yes.
Once you just see a guy like that, you forget that you go down probably years in life do this thing,
thing,
you
no
know?
price.
You probably
Yeah.
not using mama, who knows? Do you get what I'm saying? Or I don't know if you've heard of this one where I think it happens, I think it's for the females, where they have to sleep with an animal. I think there was one confession I was watching and she said that they gave her a goat and she was sleeping with the goat.
Dogs,
yeah.
a lot of
and
animals.
anybody that she meets for money, if she meets a guy today, she sleeps with him, she just say, give me 20 million naira. The guy will do everything possible to ensure that he gives her 20 million
wow.
naira. Not jokes. But do you know the mumu thing that she now did? Maybe not mumu, but I think again it has to be stupid, right?
Yeah.
So after like few months and always she had made up to 100 million naira. She felt like that money is okay. So she established to do everything possible. She not like now she has money. She had like 3 cars lined up in her house and all. Guess what? She now
Yeah.
felt like okay, it's time for her to kill the goats. See, there was no need of her, so she killed the goats, right? Then before you know, she started having issues. The house that she was staying was burnt. The shop she had, just imaginary things started happening. So when she went back she went to her friends and spoke to their friend because it was her friends that brought her into the game.
Yeah.
When she spoke to her friends and all, they're not telling her that what happened, and that's why she not told them that there's no need for me to kill the goat. And now they're like, you went to go and kill the thing that is actually fetching you money and all of that. So when they went back to the traditionalists that bought them, that one I said you killed my pikin. So it was the goat that was
Giving
her.
her wealth.
Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, now she's broke, very broke, and now with even sickness because you're sleeping with the goats.
You see, this is why I always
Omo.
have my own biases when it comes to their worship. Because there's always ripple effect and
That's the
repercussions.
thing.
I serve God and there's never any consequences for serving God. But then, there's always one thing that happens. Like, they have to follow a path. And if they derail, something terrible
What
happens.
happen?
Kill
It's not-
that goat and then have wealth and everything just diminished. So you can tell that the wealth is not permanent.
True.
Exactly. So
True. Speaking to this whole thing I just said about God.
yeah.
You know how you just do certain things and you walk away from God? You won't have any ripple effect.
You understand? So yeah.
So, we'll be all right. All right, let's quickly come back to what's going on in the country. The second story says actor Chidi Omukeme sent special Independence Day message to Nigerians who independently provide their own security, healthcare, electricity, light, education, and welfare. Let's read this tweet together.
Okay.
Okay, he started with, I congratulate every Nigerian who, in spite of the cluelessness of government, continues to independently, you see it is in capital letters, independently provide their own security, healthcare, electricity, light, education, welfare, food, even if na 010. Now you be your own government. Then he went for that to say this. Then he said, independent. For light, I provide my own transformer, electric pole, electric cables, electric meter, and even though these items I provided don't belong to me, they belong to the government, but I still have to cover maintenance cost. Let's quickly go straight to the water part. My own borehole, water pipes, water storage tanks, pumping machines, and still have to buy diesel at ridiculous prices to be able to pump and provide my own water. For security, provide my own house gates, street gates, estate gates, guardments or more. What do you have to say to this whole story? Because we don't have enough time.
I mean, he's very valid. Our Nigerians, we are suffering it. We know how bad the economic situation is in this country. Fuel prices skyrocketed.
Yeah,
I
think
mean,
the 970.
getting here, I spent
It was a lot.
chunk of money. Jonathan, compared to how it was like some 2 years ago. Thing is that we had hope for this government.
They gave us, they say it's renewed hope now.
Renewed hope, like he said. But then along the line, look at what is happening. A lot of things. People are starving. People are crying for help. And that is what is pushing people into doing what that Mr. did and posted online.
True.
So let's not even, he's very, very valid. We're living independently. The way prices of things just go up in a second. I could go to the market today and then tomorrow if I come back it is 500 naira extra or 1,000 naira, whatever
Extra,
product
very
I want to. So he's right. The country is in shambles. We are our own government. We are our own government. Yeah.
I just hope that things get better.
That's just a prayer.
I just hope that things get better. Let's quickly check the comment section to see people's reaction on that. Okay, Gifted Child 31 says, a day like this used to be celebrated in the past, but today nobody wants to hear happy independence. No one is actually happy with the state of the country. Did you wish anybody happy independence yesterday?
I forgot that it was even independence.
Ah!
I was saying happy new month instead.
What?
Until I got to the street of Twitter and
Yeah.
I was saying happy independence. I was like,
So
I don't feel it though.
I beg.
There's no aura. The aura is dead.
Do you get? We'll be all right eventually. This one says it's Independence Day and there is a shortage of independency. Hey. The English alone, safe. Okay, there is nothing to be excited about. To top it all, Abi, I don't know.
Yeah.
There is no electricity to even watch their fury on TV. If you know, she just insulted, but let's go. This one says, you see why everybody they vex for this country. Clueless people will read this and say, thank God you can afford them. It's true. Do you know some people will say, you get luck, say if you afford them now.
Forgetting what clueless, or I won't call them clueless.
What would you call them?
They are deprived.
Jesus.
They are the deprived. They are the deprived.
Oh my God.
Yes, everything will look like luxury to them, and
I feel you. Next comment, please. All right, let's go on a short break to come back with the hottest gossip. Stay with us.
Wagwami people, it's your girl Endurance Grant. Shout out to Gossip Gala.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the Auto MPA, and you're watching Gossip Gala. If you're in traffic, you buy what? Gossip Gala. Keep it locked, baby. Ooh.
Guys, Taga G here, and big shout out to Gossip Gala. Keep watching, you know the vibe. Shit.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. I'm just wondering, why haven't you commented? Come on now. No be I'm what we do for you. Should all of us say we go to gossip together. So please tell me what you think about yesterday, independency, the whole protesting. What's your thoughts? Like, give me that vibes. What are you saying? Tell me everything that you saw, everything that you see, everything that you've seen. They tell me, I want to hear it. Do you understand? Then on today's hottest gossip, it's quite interesting, right?
Yeah.
This one says, I will vote for VDM in 2027 election. I don't even know what to say. First of all, I'm not sure VDM has actually come out to say he wants to actually run for office. He has never said that.
Yeah.
I don't. In short, I don't think there's no. All the time I've been listening to him, there's no time he has said that he wants to, be part of like the politicians and all of that. So I don't even see that happening. Or do you see that happening?
I don't see
Do you
that.
see
He
him
has
like
no chance, please.
No, is it that he has no chance, or you don't see him running for office? Which of
He
them?
has no chance, and I don't see him running for office.
What makes you think he doesn't have a chance?
I mean, do you see the caliber of
The
men
backlash?
do you, not just the backlash, the caliber of people that run for presidency? He has no, just because he sets up ring light and talks about politics.
Jesus.
You really think?
Oh my God.
But you really think that he's able, man enough to run for presidential election in this country? That's the thing. Nigerians get into their feelings so well. Once they see someone that has like this savior look, like, oh, hero, they would worship him, run for presidential election, and then he goes and then he does the same thing that the past administration does. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Please. I used to actually be a VDM supporter.
So what happened?
Along the line, he became too personal. And the fight was not now people's fight. It was his personal interest.
Give me an example.
This Bobrisky matter, please.
So you think it's a personal interest?
Yes, at first. He was gearing into the right direction. He was talking about how, he paid EFCC bribery and corruption in the, in the system and everything. But then when he started getting too deep, and then his words, he wasn't really watching his words, like accusing Fowles and Femi Falana of being like gay because they are in support of Bobrisky. That's when I just stopped. I just said, you know what? This man is wrong. I mean, when he started the fight, I really liked it because let's not lie, there's really a lot.
But you know now, yeah, somehow apologize.
That's what I was saying.
You see,
when he
you
went
see
to House of
VDM,
Rep, and I'm sure they sat him down and said, do you know who you are going after? Then he posted one thing about how
Fowles need to be here to see what's going on.
And I was just like, please, you know what? Drop your ego. It's
And
too huge. Apologize. And everybody should move on. VDM cannot be president. He cannot be my own president, though. See, that money to relocate, I'll find it. I will find it.
Oh my God. So, just like you're saying all of these things, I think one other person kind of agrees with you.
Yeah.
Let's read this tweet together.
Okay.
Please. Oh, we're talking about the tweet, not like comments. Okay, let me quickly read out the tweet from here.
Okay.
It says, very soon in this same Nigeria, the very dark man will be the biggest victim on the table he's trying to shake. He thinks he's making a point, but what he has failed to realize is the battle he's fighting is one he can never win in the long run, and he will soon be committed to the graveyard of history. What do you think?
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of freedom fighters that have eventually been buried by Nigerian system. Let's not even lie. So he's right. This thing he's fighting, eventually, these masses that you think you're fighting for will turn and pounce on you and
just
then
like you,
go against
just like you now.
Thank you very much. Me, I listener. So they would come and you would think, you're doing good. Then there would just be one flaw in you that they would pick on, and then eventually to go viral, and then from nowhere everyone would turn their backs on you. So if he thinks that he's doing the good and people are supporting me, just wait till, let's say, next year when there's one very dirty gist about him, the Nigerians will turn on him. Yes, and then if the people in the higher powers decide to subdue him, that's when he becomes a...
Do you know Radio God?
Yes, I think I have been saying him. Yes, I do.
Did you notice that Radio God has been supporting VDM?
Yes, he has.
To me, it's okay. So this is my philosophy here.
Yeah.
I don't think that anybody do things because of they are nice or because they want to. Even though some people want to live in that dululu, or they want to still make it look like, oh, I do things because I want to do it for this person.
Yeah.
We definitely have an interior motive.
Yes.
Let's be very honest with
Yes.
ourselves. You definitely have an interior motive. Is that you like the person and you don't want to say it? You shout. There must be something that is making you want to help someone. Do you get what I'm saying? There's nothing like selfless, whatever. Like that's how human beings are wired, right? So I believe that the reason why VDM is doing all of these things, he definitely has selfish reasons. Even though he will say he's fighting for the
Masses.
masses. Even though he, to some extent, he is actually.
Yes, he is.
Most of those, I mean, have you not come across some of those videos that he criticized or he talks about where somebody will say, you use so creamy and rubbing your tummy?
That's one
and
too.
The same
Yeah.
person that did lipo is coming to come and tell you that you should rub one thing in your
tummy,
for
slimming tea.
do you understand? So in those kind of cases, most people, because of the love they have for some of these influencers that give us those kind of examples,
Yeah.
they'll want to go and get it because they'll be thinking that, oh, this influencer cannot lie.
Yeah.
But that is actually a very big lie.
Yeah.
Right? It's true, there was this video where we saw Ashmusi and this fish pie guy, where the guy said, if you rub this particular cream, your hair will grow. And the guy said, there's this. If you've been watching all of his videos, I've not seen him barb his hair. He has been on that particular haircut since
Yes.
since we started watching him from
Yeah.
initials, right? So only for him to say in that video that this my hair literally grew in just 1 week after using this cream.
The lies, please.
Do you understand?
Dishonesty.
And VDM talked about it. And
Yeah.
honestly, I supported him because you cannot come and be giving us such a nonsense lie and you expect everybody to keep quiet. And that's where I actually see VDM. I see him as that person that is bold enough to come and talk about things that a lot of us actually think is not necessary or is not important.
In his feelings too fast. That's
Get
my
in
problem.
his feelings.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to understand when you say get in his feelings.
He personalizes the fight. When he
How do I explain something without me being personal about it?
I mean, if you're claiming that you're fighting against corruption and everything, I think that before the whole Bobrisky thing, he was just mad at celebrities for coming together and then raising up funds for Bobrisky. When I saw that, I was just like, in my head, I'm like, this Bobrisky already has his own people. He has friends and people that can come through for him and everything. Why do you have issues with that?
No.
Yeah.
This takes me back to the normal what's this Newton law now? For every action, for every reaction, there's an action,
yes.
right? Now, what you just said now, it just made me, something just came to my head.
Yeah.
And let me say it.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I mean, I don't know. I feel like for him to have come out that time
Yeah.
to say all of these things, what if you already knew about this thing that we are talking about right now? What if you already had this evidence for him to come out to say what he had to say then?
True that. Yes.
Hello, someone. So
Sure.
I don't think people just come out and even though there are people like that,
Yeah.
apart from the chasing of clout and all of those
Yeah.
things, but I don't see that in a VDM. I'm not his fan.
Yeah.
Neither I don't know where to stand when it comes to VDM. I don't know whether I support him or not support him. I just know that most of the things that comes
I'm
out of his
indifferent
mouth
as well.
does make sense.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So the one that makes sense to me, I hear. The one that did not make sense, I leave it for him.
Yeah, I prefer what he says too, but I cannot be a supporter of VDM at all. Because
So
I
you will
just
not
think
vote
the
for
same
him
way
if he
has
decides to, run
the
for
same way he has
presidency.
opinions about people. He doesn't accept opinions of himself from people. If you come out
I've
to
not
say,
heard that one. No.
if you come out to just challenge him in a way, he's digging up your past. He's digging up a lot of things and then saying you that you did, and he will be so detailed and right too. So in my head,
That's the problem.
I'm like, you don't accept opinions from people, but you have a lot of opinions to give. Why? I don't trust people like that. You will never take corrections.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't you think those people that are coming to this is not me fighting for him? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's nice,
At
let
this
me
point,
not
it
say
feels
anything.
like-
Let's check the comment section. Okay, I am Black Attitude. I like the name. Black
name.
Attitude. Okay, at least he will be remembered as a hero that stood to fight than a coward that runs from battle. Not sacrifice, no victory. It's better to die for something than to live for nothing.
Word.
Word. Next one, please. Okay. VDM won't do well as a president, but as a top activist for government who is able to relate well with the youth and take out plight of the government. It's not about being president. It's about who is actively relating to the citizens and sharing in their pains. Clearly, VDM has left a mark and will continue to do so. This NGO would be a great way to kickstart. So the support should be to collectively promote his NGO, and when that wins, everyone else wins.
Oh, he already has an NGO.
Mhm,
Oh,
he
that's
does.
nice.
He helps people now. He
Yeah.
assists people.
Yeah.
Mhm. So what do you think?
I mean, value too. Like I said, he cannot be president. Maybe
But
an
again,
activist.
like as this person said,
Yeah.
you know, that's the thing. If we have the right government in charge, if we do you know that if we have the right people on seats, there will be no need for people like VDM.
VDM.
Do you know why? Because everything will be transparent. There will be no need for we shouting accountability and all of those things. The reason why we have all people like VDM is because, you know, next comment please. No people my mouth to go here. Emeka says you need someone like him for president. Sha, he go get iron faced and no go tolerate nonsense. VDM for president 2027.
Okay.
But you know the interesting part when I saw this story at first is how VDM is somewhere do not like did not bargain for this thing and somebody just wake up one morning and you're already thinking about it. It's quite funny to me. But
Yeah.
again, it might just be his dream in the long run. I mean, you cannot tell.
I mean, you can't go this fast.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
For nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
You see where that selfish
Yeah.
whatever comes in. So
You can't go
I'm
this
just thinking
far
of
for
that.
nothing.
It might just be his plan, but I mean, who knows? We'll all sit down here. My own is to gossip now. So we'll go see how the matter be. Can we get the next comment on, please? Okay, so that's all the video. Comments rather. Let's really go over straight back to the game segments. Can we have the redos on? Okay. If 2 is company and 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? 2 is a company. It's giving me relationship vibes because again, that's where we use it more.
Yeah.
Yes, now 2 is a company, 3
Three
is
is a crowd.
Yeah. But what are 4 and 5? Now, what are 4 and 5 is not giving me mathematics vibes.
Yes. This whole radio thing is giving mathematics vibes. So, but what are 4 and 5? They are numbers to me. Yes.
So, what do you think the answer would be?
A community.
Community.
I don't know what to say.
Community. Community. How did you get community? I'm
Because
confused.
you said 2 is company and 3 is crowd. 4 and 5
Are the
larger
community.
number of people.
Oh, mama.
I
No, it's
understand,
valid. It's valid.
Yeah.
It's valid, actually. It's valid.
What do you think, though?
So there are 2 things coming to my head,
Okay.
right? So when I say it was relationship vibes, you hear people say that, oh, I don't want a matter to go outside. That's why you not hear that tree. Do you get where the angle I'm coming from there?
4 and 5.
Might just be probably parents.
Yes. Third
That is
parties.
third parties.
Yeah.
you get. So 3 is crowd. 4 and 5 is third party. Come on, now, that did not make any sense. Oh my God.
I'm confused. I
am
have no idea
too.
what this
But
is.
again, this is where the mathematics thing comes in, right? So if 2 is a company, 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? I want to believe that and is like addition, so more like plus.
Okay, so 4
So
and
4 and
are-
5 might just be like 4 plus 5, and that should be like 9. So we have so many answers. So we have community, we have parents, we have
And
third
third
party,
party.
we have 9, right? Yes, we have 9. Or do we add all the numbers together? 2 plus 5, 2 plus 3, 5,
That's
plus 4,
14.
9. So we see, to be honest, I'm not an Olode. Say I really don't know why I cannot get the real answer. But of all of this thing now, because you know it's exam, you cannot pick 2 answers. So what do you think we should go for? Or even if you have to pick 2 answers, what and what exactly should you go for? Community, parents, third party, what did I say? 9, 14. We have like, do I say 6 answers or 5 answers? We have to pick 2. Do we go for community?
Let's go for community. But now I'm
Community.
just
So which
thinking,
other one?
What? Maybe what is 4 and 5? They said what are 4 and 5?
So the answer is what? What?
What? I don't know.
So what?
Should we include
so
that?
should we? Let's include
Yeah.
that. So of all of them now, what do we go for?
Let's go for what?
What and what else? We have to let's just pick just 2.
And let's say parents, like you said.
No, not be me talking.
You want to put me on the spot?
Not be me talk parents.
Community. Let's go for community.
Okay. Community. Oh my God. Let's get the answers out, please.
Yeah, I feel so.
Okay. Oh my God. I said this is so funny. So how did wait. That means he was mathematics star then.
Yeah.
That's so that like the 4 plus 5 literally gave us like a 9.
So what was the need to add the crowd and then the community?
And that's why it is riddle. It is to scatter your head.
Please, I hope nobody that I know is watching this.
So that the person don't say, look at Sharon. So she's not know that simple thing. Well, if you know it, you literally would have commented and tell us. So
actually, so don't judge me.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for doing this with me. Yay! Thank you so much. And yes, my viewers, it has actually been an interesting ride here. Thank you so much for being with me, even though you did not comment, which is absolutely fine. I can't wait to do this with you tomorrow. Until then, keep slaying.
Hey besties, it's your girl
I'm through.
Luana, and big thank you and big shout out to watching Gossip Gala. But research has shown that you probably haven't subscribed, so what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now and stay tuned to see what Oni Luana talks about and get all the juiciest gist. Thank you.